Welcome back to another episode of The Basement. I'm your host, Wyatt. The royal family lost almost $600 million this year due to COVID-19. And in order to get that $600 million back, they might have to sell a chair from the royal palace. Maybe two chairs. And in Grand Central Station, there was a man cave found recently that workers had built. There was a TV, a couch, and a mini fridge. It was kind of like the Bat Cave, but sad. And Trump said that if Biden beats him in the upcoming election, then he can't promise a peaceful transition of power. Can he say that? Is that allowed? Are you allowed to say that there won't be a peaceful... That's like our whole thing. That's like democracy, America, the peaceful transition of power. In my opinion, I think he's been spending a little too much time with his Russian friends. And a man has said that he's going to run for 34 hours straight for a total distance of over 100 miles for St. Jude's Hospital, which is surprisingly where he will also end up after running for 34 hours straight. And the kitten was saved from the California wildfire that people have said looks like Baby Yoda. Now here's the kitten, and here's Baby Yoda. Here's the kitten, here's Baby Yoda. Here's the kitten, and here's Baby Yoda. And a YouTuber has been found recently that people think looks exactly like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Here's the YouTuber, here's The Rock. Here's the YouTuber, here's The Rock. Our movie review for this week is a movie called The Devil All the Time. And if you look at the poster for this movie, you'll think, whoa, that's Spider-Man. That's pretty cool. This movie is nothing like that. This movie is more like God's eternal wrath and hellfire raining down upon people. It's a very violent movie. And everyone in this movie also looks just like a little bit like someone else. Like this guy looks a lot like Chandler Bing. This guy looks a lot like Gabe from The Office. This guy looks a lot like Spider-Man. And this guy looks a lot like a vampire. There's also a dog in this movie, and his name's Jack. Jack the dog. That's a terrible name for a dog. That's like naming a human Clifford. And everyone in this movie is also a huge fan of the Lord and Jesus Christ and God. So titling the movie The Devil All the Time is very misleading. This episode of The Basement was brought to you by hair products. Are you or someone you know a multi-millionaire or maybe even a multi-billionaire and seems to have very little to no hair at all on their head? Do you often wonder why do they have no hair or even very little hair? They have so much money, they can definitely afford hair products to make them grow more hair, or maybe even just a wig. Or they could hire people to invent more hair. They have so much money, they can definitely have more hair than they do. So why do they all have very little amounts of hair? It doesn't make sense. Thanks for watching another episode of The Basement. I'm your host, Wyatt, and don't forget to let me know what movie you want me to review next time down in the comments. I'll see you next time.